Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In just a short while, the session will be called to order. We will request everyone to please stand for the entrance of the mass with the Honorable Presiding Officer.
The 49th regular session is now called to order. We are requesting the Secretary to the Sanggunian for the roll call.
The attendance for today's regular session. The regular presiding officer, Honorable Evelyn Establia is present. Honorable Leo Di Revita is present. Honorable Meliton De Lemos is present. Honorable Shera Isabel Luis Salazar is present. Honorable Ven Jem Okaasi is present. Honorable is present. Honorable West Jasper R. Aala is present. Honorable Romeo El Catayas is present. Honorable Catherine S. Elliott is present. Honorable Edmark O. Wakan is present. Honorable Arthur V. Ong Jr. is present. Honorable Datu Eric L. Perez is present. Honorable Ana Angela G. William is still out. Honorable Betevin S. Rubinos is present. Madam President, there are 13 members present for which I call, Madam.
There being a quorum, this session is in order. Let us now proceed with the opening prayer to be led by Honorable Arthur V. Ong Jr. followed by the pambansang awit, panunumpa ng katapatan sa watawat ng Pilipinas, the Counselor's Creed, and the Tagum Mabuhay Ka March.
Hello. Let us put ourselves in the presence of the Almighty. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with grateful hearts as we gather for the 49th regular session. We thank you for the gift of service and the opportunity to work together for the good of our community. Grant us wisdom, O Lord, as we discuss and deliberate on matters that affect the lives of our fellow Tagumeños. Guide our minds to think clearly, our hearts to remain compassionate, and our words to be respectful and constructive. May integrity and fairness be the foundation of every decision we make. Help us to set aside personal interests and focus on what is just and beneficial for all. We ask for your guidance in fostering unity among us, despite our differences, so that we may work harmoniously towards progress and development. Bless this session, O Lord, and all the people we serve. May our efforts bring honor to you and improve our community. All this we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, helas ang sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit kong pagaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihingi, ang bituin at araw niya kailan ang may limatin. Luman ang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mag-aamit, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Itaas natin ang ating kanang mga kamay. Ako ay Pilipino, buong katapatang nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas at sa bansang kanyang sinasagisag na may dangal, katarungan at kalayaan na pinakikilos ng sambayan ng makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan at makabansa. Counselor's Creed. I am a Philippine counselor, mandated by law to enact measures and ordinances that redound to the general welfare of my constituents in their pursuit for happiness, peace, and prosperity. I believe in public service above self as the guiding principle of my official acts, and as I tread the pathways of local legislation, may the Almighty guide my mind and heart that I shall be true to my constituents and the Filipino people.
sakupal, nagmamahal sa kapayapaan, nagkakaisa lahat at nagtutulungan patungo sa biging kaunlaran. Di magtatagal maaabuti lahat ng pinapangarap natin. Kapit kamay lahat ay ating harapin, ang tuktok ay kaya natin abutin. Tagum mabuhay ka, tagum mabuhay ka, nasa'yo ang bukas na walang kasing ganda. Tagum mabuhay ka, tagum mabuhay ka, paraisong puno ng pag-asa. Tagum mabuhay ka, tagum mabuhay ka, nasa'yo ang bukas na walang kasing ganda. Tagum mabuhay ka, tagum mabuhay ka, paraisong puno ng pag-asa. Paraisong puno ng pag-asa.
Seated. To this technical support staff, please find another way to connect our computer to the TV para dili ta ma-fast forward or ma-slow motion. Okay, so good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon. Let us now proceed to the reading and consideration of the minutes and journal of proceedings of the 48th regular session on July 6, 2026. Councilor Revita is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Since copies have been furnished to this august body, I move to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the 48th regular session.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilors Catayas and Aala. There being no objection, the reading of a full text of the minutes is dispensed.
I move for its adoption.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilor Aala and Catayas. Is there any discussion, any amendment, any objection? There being none, therefore, the minutes of the 48th regular session consisting of 35 pages is hereby adopted. Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. In the same manner, I move to dispense with the reading of the Journal of Proceedings of the 48th regular session conducted last July 6, 2026, consisting of 20 pages.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilor Aala and Rillion. There being no objection, the reading of the full text of the Journal of Proceedings is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilor Aala. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore the Journal of Proceedings of the 48th regular session held on July 6, 2026, consisting of 20 pages, is adopted. Let us now proceed to the privilege hour. Any member would like to avail of the privilege? There being none, let's proceed to the question hour. Since we have no invited guests, let us proceed to the reading and referral of proposed measures.
Madam President, the measures on first reading under resolutions. Draft Resolution number 794, a resolution commending and congratulating Matthews Von Johnson, athlete of the Philippine National Youth Archery Team, for winning 4 gold medals in U18 compound men in the 2026 Singapore Youth Archery Championships competition held on July 3 to 5, 2026 at Bukit Gombak Stadium, Singapore. Author is Councilor Ong.
Draft Resolution number 794 is referred to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
Under letters and communications, number 1, letter dated July 16, coming from the Honorable City Mayor Ray T. Uy. This pertains to the Local Finance Committee Resolution number 9, Series of 2026, recommending the recognition and confirmation of the obligation of the City Government of Tagum in favor of Davao Cooperative Bank Incorporated, Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation, account in the amount of 208,090 pesos and 19 centavos, and recommending to authorize the local chief executive to sign, execute, and deliver all necessary documents.
Item number 1 is referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Item number 2, letter dated July 18, coming from Honorable Randy A. Laguna, the Punong Barangay of Bugimpo South. This pertains to Barangay Ordinance number 30, series of 2026, an ordinance establishing and institutionalizing the Team Tambayan Youth Development Center of Barangay Bugimpo South as a community-based youth-friendly facility for adolescent health, positive youth development, leadership formation, and community engagement, creating the Team Tambayan Governing Board, defining the powers, functions, duties, and responsibilities of implementing officials and personnel, providing for its administration, management, and operation, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes.
Item number 2 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges, and Youth and Sports Development.
Number 3, letter dated July 9, coming from Police Lieutenant Colonel Edgardo G. Bahan, OIC Chief of Police of Tagum City, pertaining to his request for the enactment of an ordinance strengthening measures against the illegal sale and distribution of cigarettes for appropriate action.
Item 3 is referred to the Committee on Peace, Order, and Public Safety, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Number 4, letter dated July 8, coming from the Honorable City Mayor ATA. This pertains to the draft supplemental memorandum of agreement to be entered into and executed by and between the Department of Science and Technology, Davao Region, and the City Government of Tagum relative to the implementation of Smart and Sustainable Communities Program, establishment of Tagum Hub for Research, Innovation, Ventures, and Entrepreneurship, or THRIVE project.
Item number 4 is referred to the Committee on Science and Technology, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Number 5, letter dated July 8, coming from the Honorable City Mayor ATA. This pertains to the draft memorandum of agreement to be entered into and executed by and between the Davao del Norte State College and the City Government of Tagum for the conduct of student internship program.
Item number 5 is referred to the Committee on Education, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Number 6, letter dated July 9, still coming from the Honorable City Mayor, pertaining to the City Peace and Order Council Resolution number 5, Series of 2026, requesting the Sangguniang Panunsod to pass a resolution urging the Department of Public Works and Highways, Davao del Norte District Engineering Office, to reconfigure the center islands along the Maharlika Highway, adjust their spacing, and install, remove, and improve traffic signages within Tagum City to enhance road safety and traffic flow.
Item number 6 is referred to the Committee on Public Works, Facilities, and Utilities.
Number 7, letter dated July 9, coming from the Honorable City Mayor, pertaining to the Subdivision Processing and Approval Committee, or Resolution number 2, Series of 2026, favorably recommending to the Sangguniang Panunsod of Tagum the endorsement of the application of Iho Industrial Estate to the Philippine Economic Zone Authority, or PEZA, for the expansion of its economic zone for evaluation and approval.
Item number 7 is referred to the Committee on Housing and Land Utilization, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Number 8, letter dated July 9, still from the Honorable City Mayor ATA, pertaining to the City Development Council Executive Committee Resolution number 15, Series of 2026, adopting the amendments by inclusion and by modification of various projects in the annual investment program for calendar year 2026 under various sources of funds and endorsing to the Sangguniang Panunsod of the City of Tagum.
Item number 8 is referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Number 9, letter dated July 10 from the Honorable City Mayor, pertaining to the Supplemental Budget number 2, Series of 2026 of the City of Tagum, appropriating the sum of 53,687,213 pesos and 1 centavo.
Item number 9 is referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Number 10, letter dated June 29 from Honorable Maximo Diswico, the Punong Barangay of San Miguel, pertaining to Supplemental Budget number 2 for calendar year 2026 of Barangay San Miguel, appropriating the sum of 2,685,536 pesos and 86 centavos only.
Item number 10 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Number 11, letter from Honorable Betrovinas Rubinos, the Punong Barangay of La Filipina, pertaining to the Barangay Ordinance Number 2, Series of 2026, an ordinance creating Purok 9 Esmeralda to be an additional Purok of Barangay La Filipina, Tagum City, Davao del Norte.
Item number 11 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
We have two additional items, Madam President, still under letters and communications. Number 1, letter dated July 10 from the Honorable City Mayor ATE pertaining to the Subdivision Processing Approval Committee or SPAC Resolution Number 3, Series of 2026, favorably endorsing to the Sangguniang Pangusod of Tagum the approval of development plan of Crown Estates Tagum for the evaluation and approval. This is for urgent action.
Item number 1 under addendum is referred to the Committee on Housing and Land Utilization.
And number 2, letter dated July 14 from the Honorable City Mayor pertaining to a draft resolution authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable ATE, to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement between the City Government of Tagum and the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated for the implementation of collaborative programs through the Tagum Hub for Research, Innovations, Ventures, and Entrepreneurship of Thrive. Still for urgent action, Madam.
Item number 2 is referred to the Committee on Trade, Commerce, and Industry and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges. Let us now proceed to the next order of business, the committee reports. First to report, Councilor Rimlion.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Submitting to you the Joint Committee Report Number 7, Series of 2026 by the Committees on Youth and Sports Development, Finance, Budget and Appropriation, and on Barangay Affairs with the following subject matters. First is the letter referral number 1 from the 47th regular session, letter dated June 18, 2026 from Honorable Alan B. Monque, SK Chairperson of Barangay Madaum, addressed to the Honorable Eva Lorraine E. Estabilio, City Vice Mayor, duly received by the Office of the Secretary to the Sangguniang on June 23, 2026. The herein Sangguniang Kabataan Supplemental Budget Number 1 for calendar year 2026 of Barangay Madaum, appropriating the sum of 487,846 pesos and 94 centavos only for appropriate action. Second is the letter referral number 2 from the 47th regular session, letter dated June 18, 2026 from Honorable Sharon L. Tapa, SK Chairperson of Barangay San Isidro, addressed to Honorable Eva Lorraine E. Estabilio, City Vice Mayor, duly received by the Office of the Secretary to the Sangguniang on June 23, 2026, the herein Sangguniang Kabataan Supplemental Budget Number 1 for calendar year 2026 of Barangay San Isidro, appropriating the sum of 171,250 pesos and 53 centavos only for appropriate action. Since all the members of the Sangguniang, assuming that they have all read and browsed the said committee report, Madam Presiding Officer, I move to dispense with its reading.
Moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilors Luis Salazar and Taala, and also Eliot. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move for its adoption.
Moved by Councilor Rillion. Any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 7, submitted by the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, and Barangay Affairs is hereby adopted. Councilor Rubinos is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This is Joint Committee Report Number 11, Series of 2026, submitted by the Committee on Barangay Affairs together with the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations dated July 8, 2026 with 5 subject matter. Number 1, Supplemental Budget Number 1 for calendar year 2026 of Barangay Magugpo Poblacion, appropriating the sum of 827,419 pesos and 46 centavos only for appropriate action. Number 2, Supplemental Budget Number 2 for calendar year 2026 of Barangay San Isidro, appropriating the sum of 50,800 pesos only for appropriate action. Number 3, Supplemental Budget Number 1 for calendar year 2026 of Barangay Madaum, appropriating the sum of 7,429,995 pesos and 65 centavos for appropriate action. Number 4, supplemental budget number 1 for calendar year 2026 of Barangay Magugpo North, appropriating the sum of 712,706 pesos and 11 centavos only for appropriate action. Number 5, supplemental budget number 1 for calendar year 2026 of Barangay Kanukutan, appropriating the sum of 841,474 pesos and 58 centavos only for appropriate action. Considering that all members present has a copy of this committee report, I move to dispense the reading of the full text of the said committee report, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Honorable Rubinos, seconded by Councilors Aala and Revita. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move for its adoption.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 11, submitted by the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation is hereby adopted. Next committee report from the Committee on Health, Councilor Uy Salazar is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This is Surrender Joint Committee Report Number 8, Series of 2026, submitted by the Committees on Health and on Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges. The subject matter of this report is the 14th Regular Session City Ordinance Number 95, Series of 2025, an ordinance establishing a mental health policy for the purpose of enhancing the delivery of integrated mental health services, duties and responsibilities of government agencies, appropriating funds therefore for other purposes. And since all members have already been furnished with copies of this committee report, I move to dispense with the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, second by Councilors Catayas, Eliot, and Revita. There being no objections, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption.
Is there any discussion?
Amendment, Madam Presiding.
Proceed.
In the committee report, there was a typographical error. The recommendation should only be that the subject draft city ordinance be calendared for second reading only. I so move.
Okay. So moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilor Aala and Revita. There being no objections, the Joint Committee Report Number 8 shall be amended accordingly. Any objection to the main motion? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 8, submitted by the Committee on Health and Committee on Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges as amended once, is hereby adopted. Next committee report from the Committee on Good Government, Councilor Wakan.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This pertains to Joint Committee Report Number 1, Series of 2026 of the Committee on Good Government, Public Ethics and Investigation, and the Committee on Labor, Employment, and Civil Service. This pertains to the privileged speech of Councilor Agripino G. Coquilla Jr. regarding the letter of Berlin Construct Incorporated dated June 16, 2026, entitled Urgent Request for Immediate Resolution of the Development Permit Application for Crown Estates Tagum. Madam Presiding Officer, considering that each and every member has been duly furnished with copies of this Joint Committee Report Number 1, Series of 2026, I therefore move to dispense with the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilors Catayas, Revita, Aala, and Eliot. There being no objections, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption, Madam Presiding Officer.
Is there any discussion?
Brief discussion, Madam Presiding Officer. After deliberation, the committee recommended, among others, that the committee, the SPAC committee should submit a position paper with regards to matter, and that after submission of the said position paper, another committee hearing will be scheduled and conducted by the joint committees of Committee on Good Government and the Committee on Labor.
Okay, so thank you for that. Councilor Wakan, any amendment? None. Any objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 1, submitted by the Committee on Good Government, Public Ethics and Investigation, and Committee on Labor, Employment, and Civil Service is hereby adopted. Next committee report, Councilor Coquilla.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. For and on behalf of the members of the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation and the Committee on Youth and Sports, allow me to present this Joint Committee Report Number 2, Series 2026. This was conducted last July 8, 2026 at 12:05 p.m. in the SP Session Hall with the subject matter. This is in relation to the draft resolution number 576 series of 2026, a resolution authorizing Honorable Ray T. Uy, City Mayor, to extend financial assistance, financial grant to registered and accredited youth organization in the amount of 95,000 pesos for the implementation of their project, programs, and activities. Considering that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panglungsod has a copy of this Joint Committee Report Number 2, Series 2026, I therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Aala, Revita, and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Presiding Officer, for its adoption.
Any discussion? Amendment, objection. There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 2, submitted by the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation and Youth and Sports Development is hereby adopted. Next,
Another, Madam Presiding Officer.
Proceed, Councilor Coquilla.
For and on behalf of the members of the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation, allow me to present this Committee Report Number 9, Series 2026. This was conducted last July 8, 2026 at 11:20 in the morning with the subject matter. This is in relation to the letter of Honorable Ray T. Uy, City Mayor. This was dated November 7, 2025, addressed to the members of the Sanggunian through the City Vice Mayor. The Local Finance Committee Resolution Number 9, Series 2025, entitled, a resolution endorsing to the Sangguniang Panglungsod the certification from the City Mayor, certifying the discontinuation of pursuing 4 specific projects under Term Loan 2 of the 417.178 million loan of the City Government of Tagum with the Development Bank of the Philippines. Again, Madam Presiding Officer, considering that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panglungsod has a copy, and with the assumption that they have already read the full content of this Committee Report Number 9, Series 2028 with attachment, I therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Aala, Eliot, and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Committee Report Number 9, submitted by the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation is hereby adopted. Next, Committee Report from the Committee on Education, Councilor Aala is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Joint Committee Report Number 1, Series of 2026, submitted by Joint Committees on Education, Barangay Affairs, and Laws, Rules, Regulation, and Privileges, with subject matter that are dated March 4, 2026, from Honorable Leo C. Uy, Punong Barangay of Madaom, addressed to the Honorable Members of the Sanggunian, duly received by the Office of the Secretary to the Sanggunian on March 5, in the herein Barangay Ordinance Number 8, Series of 2026, entitled, An Ordinance Amending the Barangay Ordinance Number 1, Series of 2024, by expanding the numbers of recipients and the subsidy rates of the Barangay Educational Subsidy and Scholarship Program for all levels and appropriating funds thereof. Since copies were given of the said Joint Committee Report, I move to the dispense of the reading of the Joint Committee Report, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 1 submitted by the Committees on Education, Barangay Affairs, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges is hereby adopted. Last committee report from the Committee on Housing, Councilor Kaasi is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This pertains to Joint Committee Report Number 14, Series of 2026, the Committee on Housing and Land Utilizations, Committee on Laws, Rules, and Privileges, last July 8, 2026, 12:40 p.m. here at SB Session Hall, New City Hall. This pertains to the 48th regular session addendum, which is the Subdivision Processing and Approval Committee Resolution Number 1, Series of 2026, favorably recommending to the Sangguniang Panglungsod of Tagum the endorsement of application of Garinan Economic Zone Incorporated to the Philippine Economic Zone Authority or PAZA for evaluation and approval. I move to dispense with this reading, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Rillion. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for the adoption of Committee Report, Joint Committee Report Number 14, Series of 2026.
Any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 14, submitted by the Committee on Housing and Land Utilization and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges is hereby adopted. Let us now proceed to the calendar of business. Councilor Wakan is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move for the adoption of the calendar of business as stated in the 49th, notice of the 49th regular session dated July 13, 2026.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Dato Perez, Councilor Catayas, and Councilor Rillion. Is there any discussion, any amendment to the calendar? Yes, Councilor Coquilla is recognized, followed by Councilor Rillion.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. May we know from our Secretary the number 4 resolution?
Madam Chair, that will be resolution number 798.
Thank you. I move, Madam Presiding Officer, for inclusion under unassigned business, draft resolution number 798, Series 2026, with the title, a resolution confirming and approving the reprogramming change of 4 projects amounting to 120 million pesos, originally included under Term Loan 2 of the 417,178,000 loan of the City Government of Tagum with the Development Bank of the Philippines in order to facilitate the release of the corresponding loan proceeds. I so move for its inclusion.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Catayas, Eliot, and Ong. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore resolution number 798 is included under unassigned business. Some more inclusions. Councilor Rillion is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Before I proceed, I would just like to ask the Secretary if the next resolution number is 799. Thank you. Madam Presiding Officer, I move to include resolution number 797, series of 2026, a resolution confirming supplemental budget number 1 for calendar year 2026 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Madaum amounting to 487,846 pesos and 94 centavos under unassigned business. I so move.
Okay, moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilor Revita and Catayas. Therefore, resolution number 799 is included under unassigned business.
799, so this is 800. Second,
yes.
Finally, Madam Presiding Officer, I also move to include draft resolution number 800, series of 2026, a resolution confirming supplemental budget number 1 for calendar year 2026 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay San Isidro amounting to 171,250 pesos and 53 centavos under unassigned business. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Billion, seconded by Councilor Aala and Revita. There being no objections, therefore Resolution number 800 is included under an assigned business. Councilor Ong is recognized, followed by Councilor Uy Salazar.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move to include under unassigned business draft resolution number 801, series of 2026, with the title, A Resolution Authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable Ray T. Uy, to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement between the City Government of Tagum and the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated for the implementation of collaborative entrepreneurship, innovation, and business development programs through the Tagum Hub for Research, Innovations, Ventures, and Entrepreneurship, or THRIVE. I so move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Ong, seconded by Councilor Uy Salazar, Catayas, and Rillion. There being no objection, Resolution number 801 is included under an assigned business. Councilor Uy Salazar.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move for inclusion under unassigned business draft City Ordinance Number 94, Series of 2025, an ordinance establishing a mental health policy for the purpose of enhancing the delivery of integrated mental health services, duties and responsibilities of government agencies, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, therefore, draft City Ordinance number 94 is included under an assigned business. Councilor Aala is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. May I have the, Sir Secretary, can I have the resolution number?
That's Resolution 802, Madam Chair. 802.
Thank you.
802.
Amendment for inclusion under an assigned business, Resolution number 802, Series of 2026, a resolution confirming the Barangay Ordinance number 8, Series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Madaong, Tagum City, Davao del Norte. I move for its inclusion, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Uy Salazar. There being no objection, therefore, Resolution number 802 is included under an assigned business. Next, yes, Councilor Kaasi.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for inclusion under an assigned business, Resolution number 803, Series of 2026, resolution favorably endorsing the application of Garinan Economic Zone Incorporated, or GAZI, to the Philippine Economic Zone Authority, PEZA, for evaluation and approval. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Councilors Rillion, Uy Salazar, and Revita. There being no objections, therefore Resolution 803 is included under an assigned business. Councilor Rubinos is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Amendments for inclusion under an assigned business. Resolution number 804. A resolution confirming appropriation ordinance number 1, series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Magugbo, Poblacion, Tagum City, operative and effective upon its approval. I move for its inclusion, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilors Catayas and Rillion. There being no objection, therefore Resolution number 804 is included under an assigned business.
Another one, Madam Presiding Officer. Resolution number 805, a resolution confirming appropriation ordinance number 2, series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Barangay of San Isidro, Tagum City, operative and effective upon its approval. I move for its inclusion, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, Resolution number 805 is included under an assigned business.
Another one, Madam Presiding Officer. Resolution number 806, a resolution confirming appropriation ordinance number 1, series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Madaom, Tagum City, operative and effective upon its approval. I move for its inclusion, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Dato Eric Perez, Councilor Rillion, and Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, therefore Resolution number 806 is included under an assigned business.
Another one, Madam Presiding Officer. Resolution number 807, a resolution confirming appropriation ordinance number 1, series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Magugpo North, Tagum City, operative and effective upon its approval. I move for its inclusion, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilors Eliot, Perez, and Catayas. There being no objection, therefore Resolution number 807 is included under unassigned business.
Lastly, Madam Presiding Officer, Resolution number 808, a resolution confirming appropriation ordinance number 1, series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Kanukutan, Tagum City, operative and effective upon its approval. I move for this inclusion, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubino, seconded by Councilor Rillion. There being no objection, therefore Resolution number 808 is included under unassigned business. Councilor Kaasi.
Madam Chair, under the order of business for the letter communication of the addendum letter dated number 1 for the subdivision processing and approval committee, resolution number 3, favorably endorsing the Sangguniang Panglungsod of Tagum City, the approval of development plan of Crown Estates of Tagum should be laid on the table pending their committee meeting, since they still have to submit, since the development plan is also subject for scrutiny and approval of the committee first. I so move, Madam Chair.
So we will not include this referral.
Not yet, Madam Chair.
Okay, so let us now proceed back to the main motion as amended 12 times. Is there any objection? There being none, therefore, the calendar of business as amended 12 times is hereby adopted. Okay, let us now proceed to the first item under unassigned business.
Madam Chair, the first item under the assigned business is Resolution number 798, a resolution confirming and approving the reprogramming change of 4 projects amounting to 120 million pesos, originally included under term loan 2 of the 417,178,000 loan of the City Government of Tagum with the Development Bank of the Philippines in order to facilitate the release of the corresponding loan proceeds.
Councilor Boquilla is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. As attached to the committee report number 9, series of 2026 is the copy of this draft resolution number 798, series of 2026. And with the assumption that all members have already read and browsed over the full content of this resolution, I therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Catayas, Rillion, and Revita. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Ubal and seeking their position regarding the intention of the city government of Tagum to discontinue the 4 projects originally identified under term loan 2 of the 417,178 million pesos loan to the Development Bank of the Philippines that covers the following projects: basketball gym at Barangay Visayan Village amounting to 40 million pesos, volleyball gym at Barangay Kuambugan amounting to 30 million pesos, senior citizen building at the City Hall compound amounting to 20 million pesos, archive building at the City Hall compound 30 million pesos. Reason for the discontinuation of these 4 projects, Madam Presiding Officer, is that for item number 1 for Barangay Visayan Village, this was already included in our local government support fund, and this was already bidded out to the winning bidder, and that's now on progress for its construction. For volleyball gym at Barangay Kuambugan, that this was already in the pipeline also for the support of LGSF and other sources that will support for the infrastructure project to Barangay Kuambugan. For senior citizen building, Madam Presiding Officer, this building would be again there was a discussion that this will be among the structure of that ongoing project, the 80 million project for the congressional and other offices of the city government of Tagum, that's near or adjacent to the subject for completion building, which is the laboratory and diagnostic center of the city of Tagum. For the archive building, Madam Presiding Officer, it was already completed. Hence, there's no need for the funding of 30 million pesos. So to sum it all, Madam Presiding Officer, these 4 projects is amounting to 120 million pesos, and this shall be reprogrammed or changed to other infrastructure projects that was already included in the CDC resolution for its inclusion to the annual investment plan, and also this was already duly supported by the Sangguniang Panglungsod resolution for its inclusion to the annual investment program of the city government of Tagum, and this will be to be the 120 million be allocated to the 4 other new projects, namely the completion of 3-story La Filipina High School building in Barangay La Filipina amounting to 30 million pesos. The second project to utilize the 120 million will be the completion of 3-story Tagum City High School building in Barangay Visayan Village. Number 3, the construction of multi-purpose building for sports, music, and arts in Rotary Park, Barangay Poblacion, amounting to 55 million pesos. And lastly, Madam Presiding Officer, is for the construction of concrete batching plant in Magugpo East. This is digitalized batching plant for concrete, Madam Presiding Officer, amounting to 20 million pesos. With me, Madam Presiding Officer, is the opinion and or the letter from the Department of Finance stating, among others, their suggestions and or their letter. Allow me to read the Bureau of Local Government Finance. This was dated April 13, 2026. The subject of the letter is project reprogramming in loan purpose. This was again addressed to the local chief executive, to Honorable Mayor Uy. Allow me to read the full content so that members of the Sangguniang will be guided on the process for the reprogramming. This is to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated April 6, 2026, informing this Bureau that Tagum City, Davao del Norte will proceed with reprogramming of the previously identified project with modification in scope of work without changes in the total loan amount as indicated in the Certificate of Net Debt Service Ceiling and Borrowing Capacity, number 11, 2024-03-069, dated May 3, 2024, with the projects as identified that was being presented earlier by this representation. In view thereof, and considering that the representation made do not warrant the issuance of another monetary board opinion, a new certification from the Bureau is no longer necessary. Hence, Tagum City may proceed with the modification of the previously identified project without any increase in the loan requirement. However, the City Treasurer of the Tagum City, Davao del Norte, should report the changes in the statement of indebtedness, payments, and balances module in LGU Integrated Financial Tools, known as LEAF, pursuant to BLGF Memorandum Circular Number 005-2028 dated 22 January 2018. Hence, the action of the committee, Madam Presiding Officer, is in order for presenting to this to the plenary the resolution confirming and approving the reprogramming / change of 4 projects. So, Madam Presiding Officer, in the proper amendment portion, there will be amendment on the resolved order and amendment also of the title to spell out in words the amount 417,178,000 pesos. So, and another, Madam Presiding Officer, I have here copies of supporting documents, Madam Presiding Officer, to vouch and to support the request for approval of this 10 Sangguniang Panglungsod, this draft resolution. Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer.
Very much. Yes, Councilor Lemos.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have no objection about this reprogramming, Madam Chair, but if my memory serves me right, when this term loan 2 was applied and was approved, I think it was in the form of ordinance, stating therein what are those programs and projects incorporated in that ordinance, like basketball gym, Mission Village, volleyball gym, Kwambugan, senior citizen building, City Hall compound, and archive building, a City Hall compound. Those were embodied in the ordinance. Here comes now the reprogramming, which all the necessary requirements were already obtained. But somehow, you know, resolution is just an expression of sentiment or opinion, giving imprimatur to effect the reprogramming of the project or program. So, this is just my observation, Madam Chair. If, unless this is just a preliminary step towards crafting a more appropriate documentation in order to set the record straight, because this is some sort of amending the previous approved ordinance, reprogramming the project which was already approved, but will be changed to another program with the same amount. So mine is just to, I think, the proper, I don't know, Madam Chair, this is my observation. What about if we will amend the previous ordinance, the original ordinance, approving this previous 4 in order to effect? Or there's no harm if we will still, after approval of this, we have another act to be made by amending those in order to set the record straight, because we cannot amend an ordinance through a resolution. This is my observation to the author, Madam Chair, that I guess after approval, there's no problem about approving this also. But I will suggest that we will still craft an ordinance amending those program which was already approved by changing those, the new suggested one.
Okay.
So this is my observation, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that, Councilor Lemos. Yes, Councilor Coquilla.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. We recognize, Madam Presiding Officer, on the apprehension of the good gentleman from Visayan Village. And again, Madam Presiding Officer, this is the process or the legislative process of in the reprogramming, Madam Presiding Officer. After approval of this resolution that confirms, this will be presented to and or submitted to the DBP for them to return to us requesting for the amendment of the ordinance. Meaning the ordinance, the amended items will be only the name of the projects and the amount stipulated in the respective projects. So with this, Madam Presiding Officer, after this one, based on our discussion with the local finance committee, the ordinance shall stand by itself because it needs to be amended, the original ordinance for the giving authority to the local chief executive will be amended, particularly on items that was being stipulated by this resolution. So in the ordinance, it will, in one of the section of the ordinance, will cover the resolution number that approves the reprogramming. So meaning to say, rest assured that appropriate ordinance will be crafted for the for amending the ordinance for the 417,178,000 loan, the term 2 loan of the DBP.
We submit, Madam Chair.
Very well. Okay, so please proceed, Councilor Coquilla.
For amendment, Madam Presiding Officer, as a matter of floor amendment, on the title, to spell out in words the amount 417,178,000 pesos before the figure. I so move for its amendment.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Aala, Elliott, and Revita. There being no objection, therefore, the words 417,178,000 shall be spelled out on the title of the resolution.
On the resolve further, Madam Presiding Officer, on the
Now therefore.
fifth line, which is the line that states as environmental compliance certificate, such as environmental compliance certificate of the proposed concrete batching plant, and all buildings covered by this resolution shall be in conformity to the latest edition of the National Structural Code of the Philippines for seismic importance. I so move for its amendment.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Aala and Catayas. Is there any discussion? Amendment to the amendment, objection to the amendment? There being none, therefore, the phrase "all buildings covered by this resolution" shall be inserted right after the word
And.
and between
Conformity.
and before conformity.
Another amendment, Madam Presiding Officer. Allow me to read the new resolve furthermore. Resolve furthermore that prior for the execution of the above-mentioned projects, the City Architect's Office shall submit to the Sangguniang Panglungsod the detailed engineering, complete sets of plans, and the structural analysis, and other engineering documents as reference for the conformity to the existing building code of the Philippines and the latest edition of the Structural Code of the Philippines and other guidelines set forth by the Department of Public Works and Highways. I so move for its amendment.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Aala and Revita. There being no objection, that amendment is hereby approved.
And resolved furthermore shall be resolved finally, allow me to read, Madam Presiding Officer. Resolved finally that copies of this resolution be furnished to the Office of the City Mayor, the Development Bank of the Philippines, the Bureau of Government Finance, BLGF, City Treasurer's Office, and to all offices concerned for their information, guidance, and appropriate action. I so move for its amendment.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Revita. Ong, and Rillion. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore that amendment is hereby approved.
As the effect of the amendment of the title, Madam Presiding Officer, that the now therefore shall be in conformity with the title. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Rillion, Ong, Aala, and Revita. There being no objection, that amendment is hereby approved.
If there are no amendments of the members of the Sangguniang, Madam Presiding Officer, I move that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panglungsod physically present be co-proponent of this resolution.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Dato Perez, Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, therefore all members shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
And finally, Madam Presiding Officer, as recommended by the True Committee Report number 9, that this resolution be approved for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Rillion and Revita. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Luis Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore resolution number 798 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item is resolution number 799, a resolution confirming supplemental budget number 1 for calendar year 2026 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Madaum, amounting to 487,846 pesos and 94 centavos.
Councilor Rillion is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Madam Presiding Officer, since resolutions number 799 and 800 are of the same nature, I would like to ask for consideration omnibus motion to dispense both of its reading.
Moved by, yes, proceed.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move to dispense the reading of resolutions number 799 and 800 series of 2026.
Moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilor Revita. There being no objections, the reading of the full text of these two resolutions are dispensed with.
I move for its approval on second reading.
Moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilor Revita. Any discussion?
Discussion, Madam Presiding Officer. Last July 8, 2026, at the SP Session Hall, the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, along with the Committees on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget and Appropriation, conducted a committee hearing regarding the confirmation of the supplemental budgets of number 1 for calendar year 2026 of both SK San Isidro and SK Madaum. As per the findings and observations stated in the committee report, Madam Presiding Officer, in the course of the final budget review, our City Budget Officer 3 in the person of Ms. Rowena J. Breeze confirmed that the SK of Barangay Madaum and Barangay San Isidro has submitted the revised and or compliant SK supplemental budgets that conform to the provisions of Republic Act 1176-8 and the other applicable accounting, auditing rules and regulations and the disbursement of SK funds. That would be all, Madam Presiding Officer.
Thank you for that information. Yes, proceed.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move that all members physically present be co-proponents of the said measure.
Moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilors Revita and Catayas. There being no objection, therefore all members shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
Finally, Madam Presiding Officer, it was recommended during the recently conducted committee hearing that these measures be approved for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilor Catayas. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Luis Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members present being in favor, therefore, resolution numbers 799 and 800 are approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item is the resolution number 801, a resolution authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable Ray to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement between the City Government of Tagum and the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated for the implementation of collaborative entrepreneurship, innovation, and business development programs through the Hub for Research, Innovations, Ventures, and Entrepreneurship, or THRIVE.
Councilor Ong is
Thank you,
recognized.
Madam Presiding Officer. Since all members has already been furnished a copy of the said measure, I move to dispense the reading of the full text of Resolution Number 801 Series of 2026.
Moved by Councilor Ong, seconded by Councilors Revita, Catayas, and Rillion. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for the approval of its, I move for its approval on second reading, Madam
Moved
Presiding
by
Officer.
Councilor Ong, seconded by Councilors Rillion, Catayas, and Revita. Any discussion?
Just a brief discussion, Madam Presiding Officer. The Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated is a duly organized business organization committed to promoting business development, investments, entrepreneurship, and private sector participation through mentorship, nurturing, and collaborative initiatives. Under the proposed memorandum of agreement, the City Government of Tagum and TCCI have agreed collaborative partnerships through THRIVE, mainly for the benefit of Tagumeños. With that, I am soliciting the support of the co-members of the City Council.
Very well. So any questions from the members? There being none,
For amendment,
proceed.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move that all members present be co-proponents of this said measure.
Moved by Councilor Ong, seconded by Councilors Aala, Catayas, and Elliot. There being no objection, therefore all members present are co-proponents of this resolution.
For further amendment, Madam Presiding Officer, and as to its urgency, I move that this piece of legislation be approved on second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Ong, seconded by Dato Perez and Councilor Rillion. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Ahala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Rivita, Councilor Luis Salazar, Councilor Taasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Damos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members of the council are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore, Resolution number 801 is approved on second and final reading. The Chair recognizes the presence of the Chairperson President of Tagum City Chamber and Commerce Industry, Mr. Rob Perez, and of course, Mr. Franz Gregory Nylon. Okay. So let's proceed to the next item.
Next, Madam Chair, we have draft city ordinance number 94, series of 2026, an ordinance establishing a mental health policy for the purpose of enhancing the delivery of integrated mental health services, duties and responsibilities of government agencies, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes.
Councilor Luis Salazar is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Allow me to present draft City Ordinance Number 94, Series of 2025, an ordinance establishing a mental health policy for the purpose of enhancing the delivery of integrated mental health services, duties and responsibilities of government agencies, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes. And since all members of this council were already furnished with copies of this draft ordinance, I move to dispense with the reading of the full text of the same.
Moved by Councilor Luis Salazar, seconded by Dato Eric Perez, Councilors Catayas, and Aala. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
Madam Presiding Officer, move for its approval on second reading.
Moved by Councilor Luis Salazar, seconded by Councilor Rillion and Catayas. Any discussion?
Yes, Honorable Presiding Officer, esteemed colleagues in this august body, I respectfully present for the favorable consideration of this honorable body the proposed mental health ordinance of Tagum City, a legislative measure that seeks to institutionalize a comprehensive, integrated, and community-based mental health program in our city. Before discussing the importance of this measure, allow me to briefly present its legislative journey. The proposed ordinance was given its first reading on October 13, 2025, and was subsequently referred to the appropriate committee for deliberation. During the first committee meeting on October 29, 2025, the committee recommended that the measure be referred to the local finance committee for the evaluation of the proposed appropriation. In the succeeding committee meetings on March 11 and March 18, 2026, the committee recommended further refinement of the measure and another review by the LFC, particularly on the appropriation under Section 18. Following the LFC's evaluation and recommendations, another committee meeting was held on July 8, 2026, where the necessary amendments were incorporated, making the proposed ordinance financially feasible and responsive to the needs of our constituents. This legislative process reflects the committee's careful review and commitment to ensuring that the measure is both legally sound and fiscally responsible. Madam Presiding Officer and distinguished colleagues, mental health is an essential component of overall health. Pursuant to Republic Act Number 11036, or the Mental Health Act, this ordinance seeks to strengthen our local health system by establishing a mental health program delivery system, creating the Tagum City Mental Health Council and its technical working group, promoting mental health awareness, improving access to community-based services, and protecting the rights of persons with mental health conditions. Through this measure, we affirm that mental health is a fundamental human right and that every Tagumenyo deserves access to quality, affordable, and inclusive mental health services. After months of careful deliberation, refinement, and financial evaluation, this proposed ordinance is now ready for the approval of this honorable body. For these reasons, I respectfully seek your favorable consideration and approval of this proposed mental health ordinance of Tagum City. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Councilor Uy Salazar. Any comments? There being none, proceed to the amendments.
Amendment with the presiding officer under Section 12 for the TWG to add the word President to Sangguniang Kabataang Federation. Thus, it should read President Sangguniang Kabataan Federation for the members.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilors Ala, Revita, and Catayas. Is there any discussion, amendment to the amendment, objection to the amendment? There being none, that amendment is hereby approved.
Another amendment with the presiding officer to add the word office, same under Section 12 for the Tagum City Youth and Sports Development Office, to add the word officer. Thus, it will read Officer, Tagum City Youth and Sports Development Office.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilor Revita, Catayas, and Ala. There being no objection, that amendment is hereby approved.
Lastly, Madam Presiding Officer, that this draft ordinance be subject to form and style.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilor Eliot, Ala, and Catayas. There being no objection, this ordinance shall be subject to form and style.
Madam Presiding Officer, if there are no other floor amendments to be introduced by the members of the Sangguniang, I move that all members present be co-proponents of this ordinance.
Moved by Councilor Uy Salazar, seconded by Councilors Ong, Revita, Catayas, and Ala. There being no objection, all members shall be co-proponents of this ordinance.
I move that this measure for now be approved on second reading only.
So, is there any objection? There being none, therefore draft City Ordinance Number 94 is approved on second reading. Next item.
Next item is Resolution Number 802, a resolution confirming Barangay Ordinance Number 8, Series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Madaon, Tagum City, Davao del Norte.
Councilor Aala is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Since copies were given of the said Resolution 802 Series of 2026, I move to the dispense with the reading of the said resolution, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Revita. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move to approve the second reading, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilors Catayas and Revita. Any discussion?
Point of information, Honorable Presiding Officer, that during the committee meeting, Honorable Presiding Officer, the SK Chairman or the Barangay Kagawad Allen Monkey has presented the amendments of the resolution of the Ordinance Number 8 Series of 2026 in the amending the ordinance based on the Barangay Ordinance Number 1 Series of 2024, and since the ordinance is in order, Honorable Presiding Officer, the committee has moved for that this that this resolution will be calendared for the next session, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Okay, so proceed to the amendments.
Amendment, Honorable Presiding Officer, that all of my fellow colleagues physically present will be co-proponent in the said resolution, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Revita. There being no objection, all members are co-proponents of this resolution.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I move to approve the second and final reading, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Aala, seconded by Councilor Revita and Catayas. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Angala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliott, Councilor Revita, Councilor Luis Salazar, Councilor Taasi, Councilor Coquillo, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore, resolution number 802 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item, Madam President, is resolution number 803, a resolution favorably endorsing the application of Garinan Economic Zone Incorporated or GEZI to the Philippine Economic Zone Authority or PEZA for evaluation and approval.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilor Kaasi.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to dispense with the reading of resolution number 803 series of 2026, Madam Chair. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Councilor Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of the full text of resolution 803 is approved.
I move for its approval on second reading, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Councilor Wakan, Revita, and Catayas. Any discussion?
Just a short discussion, Madam Chair. The resolution favorably recommending to the Sangguniang Panglungsod endorsement of application of a Garinan Economic Zone Incorporated to the Philippine Economic Zone Authority. Philippine Economic Zone Authority is a structured process designed to give export-oriented businesses, IT, BPO companies, and manufacturers a smooth wrap-up into a special economic zone. This will give the companies incentives for its fiscal incentives and non-fiscal incentives. They will also enjoy tax holidays such as income tax holidays, special tax rates, duty-free importation, and visa facilitation as such. And so, Madam Chair, the Garinan Economic Zone Authority has been issued an endorsement from the Sangguniang to the Philippine Economic Zone Authority. It was also likewise raised under the committee that the compliance with the required 20 meters easement short line as per required by Engineer Coquilla. It was also stressed that the importance of ensuring the compliance with the easements prior to the endorsement. So, Madam Chair, there was a new site development plan that was submitted to the committee last July 9, which is also signed by the geodetic engineer Rodil Cesara A. Pagay, which highlighted the 20-meter setback from the Iho River shoreline and the coastal area shoreline. It was also reported by the Garinan Economic Zone Authority that there was a perimeter fencing currently under construction and the power line installation are likewise introduced in the area. By the way, Madam Chair, the area under the application subjected is 482,350 square meters and only 389,403 square meters is the usable area as pertains to site development plan containing the 20 meters setback under the Iho River and the Shoreline River. The Garinan Economic Zone also included a Garinan oil terminal and the construction of a fuel depot is ongoing while the application of the accreditation with the Philippine Economic Zone Authority is being processed. The committee also highlighted, Madam Chair, that they discuss the anticipated benefits of the proposed economic zone. It was also noted that although economic zones enjoy a certain degree of administrative autonomy, the economic and developmental benefits generated by the project are not expected to be confined exclusively within an economic zone but may likewise also extended to the city and its constituents. And also, Madam Chair, the Garinan Economic Zone is located at Barangay Madaong, situated near the Iho Resources Incorporated as well, Madam Chair. I think that's all, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you for that, Councilor Casio. Yes, Councilor Wakan?
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Just a concern, Madam Presiding Officer, considering that the title of the resolution is, it's as if we are just passing the the application of the Economic Zone Incorporated to the PEZA and still for evaluation and approval, while the body of the resolution itself already approved the application on our level. So maybe we can revise the title, the main title, and also the body, the now therefore be it so portion, to recommend for the application of Garinan Economic Zone Incorporated to the PEZA to be declared as a special economic zone. This is with regards to subject to confirmation of the proponent, Madam Presiding Officer.
As to the amendments, Madam Chair, may I request that Attorney Wakan shall do the amendment portion on the.
Okay, so we Chair declares for a few minutes recess.
Kaloy. Kaloy. Madam Chair, from the committee chair, from the proponent, may I request Engineer Coquilla to draw the amendments.
Councilor Coquilla is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. As Vice Chair of the Committee on Housing, Madam Chair, and with there are proposal, Madam Presiding Officer, for amendment, and to this note, allow me to present the new title. The new title shall be, the original title shall be amended to the following. Allow me to read a resolution favorably endorsing the application of Garinan Economic Zone Incorporated, open parenthesis, GEZI, close parenthesis, to the Philippine Economic Zone Authority, PESA, to establish, develop, operate, and maintain all improvements introduced thereat to the buildable areas, subject to conformity of existing laws that governs environmental protection and all relevant laws. Therefore, I so move for its amendment.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Kaasi and Dato Eric Perez. There being no objection, that amendment is approved.
And the last whereas, Madam Presiding Officer, on the original draft shall be completely deleted. I so move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Kaasi. There being no objection, that amendment is approved.
That the now therefore portion, Madam Presiding Officer, shall be in conformity to the amended title. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Kaasi. There being no objection, that amendment is hereby approved.
That after the resolved further shall be the resolved furthermore, that the new resolved furthermore shall be read as follows. Allow me to read. Resolved furthermore, that the city government through the Sangguniang Panglungsod hereby endorses its unequivocal and absolute support to GEZI for the development of the buildable areas that shall drive economic development, generate employment, and uplift the living conditions of Tagumeños and its environs. I so move for its amendment.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Kaasi, Aala, and Eliot. There being no objection, that amendment is approved.
That said resolved further shall be inserted between resolved further and resolved finally. I so move for its amendment.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Catayas, Kaasi, and Aala. There being no objections, that amendment is approved.
I give way to the chairperson, Madam Presiding Officer, for the final amendments.
Yes, Councilor Kaasi.
Thank you, Engineer Coquilla. Amendment, Madam Chair, that finally, that all members physical present shall be co-proponent.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Dato Eric Perez, Councilor Rillion, Councilor Catayas, and Councilor Aala. There being no objection, therefore all members shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
Finally, Madam Chair, that resolution number 803, series of 2026, shall be approved on second and final reading. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Councilor Catayas and Aala. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Luis Salazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members are in favor.
All members being in favor, therefore resolution number 803 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item is resolution number 804, a resolution confirming appropriation ordinance number 1, series of 2026 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Magupu Poblacion, Tagum City, operative and effective upon its approval.
Councilor Rubinos is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Since all members were already given a copy of resolutions number 804, 805, 806, 807, and 808, and given that they are the same in nature, I move for an omnibus motion to dispense with the reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Please proceed.
I move for its approval on second reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay, to dispense the reading. So, any second? Second by Councilor Ala. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its approval on second reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Dr. Perez, Councilor Villion, and Councilor Ala. There being, is there any discussion?
Discussion, Madam Presiding Officer, that the Office of the City Budget to Ms. Karen A. Hintiles, CPA, the City Budget Officer, has caused the necessary review and evaluation to their letter and certification, stating among others that the Barangay Supplemental Budget for calendar year 2026 of Barangays Magugpo Poblacion, San Isidro, Madaom, and Magugpo North and Kanukutan had complied with the provisions of RA 7160 and other budget circulars. And during the committee meeting on July 8, 2026, the members of the committee recommended to attach the draft resolution confirming appropriation ordinance of the Sangguniang Barangays of Magugpo Poblacion, San Isidro, Madaom, Magugpo North, and Kanukutan for second and final reading in today's regular session. That's all, Madam Presiding Officer.
Very well, please proceed.
Amendments, Madam Presiding Officer, that all members present be co-proponents.
Moved by Councilor Rubino, seconded by Councilor Perez and Ala. There being no objection, therefore all members shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move that this be approved for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Rubino, seconded by Dr. Eric Perez and Councilor Rillion. Those who are in favor, raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Ala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Uisto Lazar, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members physically present are in favor.
All members physically present being in favor, therefore, resolution numbers 804, 805, 806, 807, and 808 are approved on second and final reading. Announcements. Any announcement? Councilor Ong.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I would like to ask the Sangguniang Secretary to include under question R for the next scheduled regular session, Ms. Ruby Rosa Del Prado, the Council Scout Executive of the Boy Scout of the Philippines, Tagum City Council, as they requested an audience before the 10 City Council.
Okay, so going to schedule that.
Thank you.
Councilor Revita.
Tonight, after our regular session, I am inviting everyone to our talka will be held at the Red Farm in front of my residence, sponsored by Vice Mayor Honorable Cathy Iliot and Honorable Attorney Limos and yours truly. Thank you so much.
Okay. What time? 6 o'clock?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Okay, summer announcements? None. So, since all items have been acted upon, if there is no objection from the floor, the chair will now adjourn the session. There being no objection, session is now adjourned.